I was bored to death. The fire was my life. Every few minutes when the flames went out, I wanted my bed and I wanted my wife. I had no pillow and big cold bunk. I'll sleep away. And then I picked up a big brown log and burned off half my thumb. In the wild, like child, thank God it was mild. But I survived the night. I survived the night.
So right now I'm taking a bit of a break because it's too warm. So we've gotten the majority of the shelter kind of set up. I can now sit down. So hopefully let's give that a lash. Just about. And certainly lie down now. Just about. Okay. Woo. But yeah, I'm getting a bit too warm, which is a good thing, but I don't want to get too warm, which is a bad thing. So that's where I'm at the moment. This can be our fire right here.
Survive the night, survive the night. I was bored to death. The fire was my life. Every few minutes when the flames went out,
Nice.
I wanted my
It's a
bed,
chair.
and I wanted my wife.
Nice.
I had no pillow and big cold bone, could not sleep or wink. And then I picked up a big bird log and burned off half my thumb. In the wild like child, thank God it was mine. But
Right.
I survived.
I've got one chance of fire.
I survived the night. I survived the night.
Right, so I'm looking for this stuff. It's called pine sap. There's not an awful lot on this. Sometimes you find more. It's pretty much a fire lighter. So I'm gonna look for this. Oh, there's a nice. Is that a big bit? Feels like it. I might just scrape off all this bark here. And well, in the process of gathering the tree bark, it's mocking me. It's just sticking to everything. Anyways, much of this, I've like a tiny bit of tissue. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab as many of these little twigs as I can find, right? Just as many of them, bundles of them.
Survive the night, survive the night. I was bored to death. Fire was my life. Every few minutes when the flames went out, I wanted my bed and I wanted my wife. I had no pillow and big cold bunk. Could not sleep awake. And then I picked up a big burnt log and burned off half my thumb. You know I tried. Survive the night, survive the night. I was bored to death. The fire was my life. Every few minutes when the flames went out, I wanted my bed and I wanted my wife. I had no pillow and big cold bunk. Could not sleep awake. And then I picked up a big brown log and burned off half my thumb. On the wild.
Wars and all that kind of stuff. I imagine it being a bit futuristic, a bit out there. So if he talked about Star Wars and all that kind of stuff, I imagine it being a bit futuristic, a bit out there. So
Survive the night, survive the night. I was bored to death. Fire was my life. Every few minutes when the flames went out, I wanted my bed and I wanted my wife.
There's a very old story in Inuit shaman lore about a man who went into the woods for the first time. The story tells us about meetings this man had with the nature spirit. Cousin Henry grew up in a beautiful house with beautiful gardens. His bedroom had warm running water, and every day his food would be brought to him. For fun, he would often be seen listening to the musicians or partaking in long journeys to distant markets. Henry loved books, but could not read, so he had others read books to him. It was while sitting listening to one of these books that he discovered a thing called camping. Camping back then was where they kept the ancient fire lit. 2 and even 10 men at a time would stay miles away from the village, maintaining a small, eternal fire in the wood. For back then it was not yet known how to make fire. Should a flood beset the village fire could be lost. Without the campers, the fire lost forever. So this is where the men went, thought Cousin Henry. Camping. There was not time that first day to learn everything of camping. Henry went home and sat by his window till his candle burned down. And even after the candle burned down, his eyes were fixed on the horizon, the distant forest. His mind racing now with ideas of camping.
I was bored to death. The fire was my life. Every few minutes when the flames went out, I wanted my bed and I wanted my wife. I had no pillow and big cold one.
go in this bar in Saigon, and this kid comes up. This kid carrying a shoeshine box. And he says, Shine, please, shine. I said, no. He kept asking, yeah. And Joey said, yeah. And I went to get a couple of beers, and the box is wired. And he opened up the box, fucking blew his body all over the place. And he's laying there, he's fucking screaming, there's pieces of him all over me, just like this. And I'm trying to pull him off, you know. And it's my friend that's all over me. He's got blood and everything, and I'm trying to hold him together. I put him together, his fucking insides keep coming out. And nobody would help. No one helped. He's saying, please, I want to go home. I want to go home. He keeps calling my name. I want to go home, Johnny. I want to drop my Chevy. I said, well, what? I can't find your fucking legs. I can't find your legs. I can't get it out of my head. I've been doing this 7 years. Every day it happens. You know, sometimes I wake up, I don't know where I am. I don't talk to anybody.
I'm just lying here asleep, and next of all, I was like, what is that light? The fire just seems to have relit itself. It kind of put a chill down my back. Strange one. Jesus Christ. Well, it's first light. First birds.
Survive the night. Survive the night. I was bored to death. The fire was my life. Every few minutes when the flames went out, I wanted my bed and I wanted my wife. Thank God it was mine, but I survived the night. I survived.